Welcome, Mr. Morales, to the Piloteer program, where we explore new products, technologies, and services coming to the motorcycle and power sports industries around the world. My name's Eric Anderson, and I'm always curious to know more about fresh concepts, innovations, and ideas which may assist motorcycle riders or anyone wearing a helmet for any activity become more aware on road, off the road, in the city, or on a racetrack. Now, I understand from your last press release issued in March of 2021 to the world of motorcycling, auditory science, traffic safety, and helmet manufacturers that you've been working on your new sound or auditory-based technology for over 6 years. The brand name, RESONAR, is catchy.
RESONAR. Thank you.
So let's go on to the first question. Can you explain where the name came from?
Yeah, that's great. Great question. Thank you very much for having me in the Piloteer podcast. Eric, nice to meet you. Yes, RESONAR comes from the audio and acoustic industry. We wanted to bring the importance of audio perception and audio abilities to the helmet, to the motorcycle world. We believe that through audition, to perception, to proprioception, the driver could be more aware of their surroundings and also be more aware of the danger. Once you put on a helmet, a full face helmet or closed helmet, it covers your ears and then you lose part of your hearing capabilities. So with RESONAR, we bring back those capabilities and you will be able to not only listen to danger, but know where it comes from and how far it is in 360 degrees. So that's why RESONAR, that's why the name RESONAR came to our minds. And we love the brand, we love the name, and we hope everybody in the world, once they use the helmet with RESONAR system, will love it too. So welcome to RESONAR, and I hope you use it soon.
One of your quotes really resonated with me. If you ride with eyes wide open, then why do we ride with ears closed? Can you explain how this relates to a modern motorcycle rider in any country of the world?
Yeah, that's something very important for us. We use the term proprioception, like auditory proprioception, to give importance to the listening, to the hearing of the human being. So we always say, if you drive motorcycles with your eyes wide open, why do we do it with your ears covered? Can you imagine driving with your eyes closed? It's impossible. So we use this comparison to make it easy to understand how important it is to have the auditory system back when you drive a motorcycle, without losing the safety that the helmet brings to us motorcyclists. So this feeling of freedom with the ability to be protected with the helmet while hearing your danger around, it's something major for motorcycle drivers. So RESONAR brings back the hearing system to motorcycle drivers.
RESONAR is such a significant discovery. It reminds me of seatbelts, which weren't really considered at all until the 1960s, or 5-mile-an-hour automotive bumpers in the 1970s, and later airbags in the 1990s. Nobody ever considered these technologies until they actually proved their value in accident research. Now, what makes your discovery different is, in my opinion, it intends to reduce or even prevent accidents in the first place, not just soften the blow or manage energy like a helmet, a bumper, or an airbag is designed to do. Is that a correct assessment? And how does the technology work?
You are right, Eric. RESONAR, it's an outstanding development that is based on acoustics and proprioception, perception of the human being. So we work with a high-tech technology, with high-tech development, using the speed of sound, your brain. So it's something that you can control in real time. And we use the three-dimensional perception of your hearing. So it works as your brain works, and it brings back the hearing capabilities that you lose when you use a full face helmet to your experience while driving. So you can compare it with seatbelts, and I think the use of RESONAR in helmets is going to break into the history of helmet users. This is going to be outstanding. This is going to be remarkable for the safety of motorcycle drivers around the world. And I know, and we've seen it through research and through people that have used it already, the results, the reactions when they try it on and they say, "Wow, I feel there's no claustrophobia. I feel there's no there's a feeling of freedom." So, and the most important, the laterality, the localization of sound sources with precision. It's outstanding. It's amazing, and it's something that hasn't been done. It's something new, and it's a patent technology that for sure will bring a change, a positive change, a solution for safety on road traffic crashes. So we work for prevention, and we're pretty sure that it's gonna bring something very good for the world. So RESONAR is something good for motorcycle drivers.
It was announced on your website, resonar.com, that you're submitting RESONAR technologies to a safety conference in Adelaide, Australia next month with a video and a paper revealing the technology. What's covered by this event in Australia and who will be attending it?
Yeah, the Safety 2022 virtual pre-conference. It's great event. Is it previous to the one that is going to be held in Australia in Adelaide next year by November. We are so proud, so honored to be part of this conference that it's supported by the World Health Organization, and it's a place where we show, where we launch, where we premiere our development with the paper that support to research the technology. We presented with a video the paper, and it gave us so much confidence to show that the world, the scientific world, the safety people around the world are interested on our invention and are supporting also what we are doing.
As some people call it, the blind spot. All this is happening while moving, while driving. But the reality is that that real sound, that danger, happens to be a truck that is just 2 meters away on the left side of the road.
So this is a great event, Safety 2022. It's so important for us and for the world, and we are following the steps of the World Health Organization in terms of reducing by half the amount of road traffic crashes around the world. We're bringing a solution, and it's a solution that works with a low cost. So RESONAR, right on Safety 2022.
With most discoveries, market research is conducted to prove worthiness, market receptivity, cost effectiveness of the product. Have you been in the marketplace long enough to have conducted some research with riders in various parts of the world?
Yes, Eric. Since 2014, RESONAR Team has been working on the development and testing of this system for helmets with great results. And we've been proving our hypothesis, bringing the system to the audiometric lab. We built a control track for drivers to test the system, and we also develop a scale of measurement and comparison. So we compare users with nothing, users with a full face with no technology, and users with full face or three-quarter helmets with RESONAR system in. And we compare those numbers, and the results are amazing. We prove that the laterality error is present nowadays in motorcycle drivers, and it's possibly bringing a lot of accidents to the world of motorcycle. We're bringing a solution that will help to reduce the amount of road traffic crashes around the world. So through research, we prove that RESONAR it's a safety solution with low cost for the world.
Where in the world do you see this directional hearing device being applied, geographically speaking, but also beyond simply helmeted motorcycle riders? Are there other industries, sports, or application for this sound directional technology?
Yes, I think there's a lot of uses for the RESONAR system and the helmet industry. Uh, Last year I went to Los Angeles. I saw people driving scooters in the city without the use of a helmet. And I think we have a great opportunity to bring safety to those users in the cities around the world, or for e-bikes also. So sports, you name it, it's a huge market that could possibly use our system, and they will enhance the perception of audio and bring safety performance. For example, for lacrosse, or even for skiing, or it has also military uses or police uses. I've seen also police officers wearing a three-quarter helmet that covers their ears. So I think it's not safe enough to be able to not hear where the danger could be possibly coming from. And so the technology, it's open to many uses. For example, firefighter helmets, and can you imagine knowing where the sound of a danger is coming from exactly in an angle that you can perceive it and go for something that could be probably save a life. So hearing the danger is as important as seeing it. So RESONAR is a solution that can be used in many industries, not only motorcycle, but also in other safety situations.
All motorcycle riders use rear view mirrors on their handlebars in order to see behind them. How does RESONAR technology improve upon seeing into the blind spot, or what you call, Felipe, filling in the deaf spot, thereby improving a rider's 360-degree auditory perception? Do you also have a situation in nature which might parallel a human situation in crowded, noisy, and traffic environment?
Yes, I think one of the most seen, it's when you see birds flying together and they could go from one side to another without bumping into each other. And I think the proprioception of birds, the proprioception of fish, could be related to the way we'll perceive when using a RESONAR system. We see it, for example, in Vietnam, where you see hundreds of people at a light stop fighting each other for the road. So I think once you have your hearing back, you create like a safety bubble around you, and you will be able to communicate with your body and your movements, and with the stability that it brings to you also, because you know that the equilibrium depends 100% of your hearing. So I heard many people saying that when they use a full face helmet, kind of lost their stability. So this brings back the stability, this sense of speed also, this sense of distance between motorcycles and cars. So it's a great development for safer riders.
How much would this technology add to the cost or price of a three-quarter or full-faced ear-covering helmet? And are the batteries expensive, and do they need to be charged daily after riding?
Thank you, Eric, for that question. It's great. Yes, through research and presentation of the invention and the prototypes, we found so many reactions so interesting. And one of those is one of the most important, I think, is when people try the helmet and find the freedom of hearing again in 3 dimensions. And when they take it out, they say, where are the batteries? And I say, there's no batteries. This is acoustics. This is only the science of acoustics. So it's great. We are bringing a solution that doesn't affect the carbon footprint in the world. We are bringing something that doesn't use batteries, and that makes it also a cheaper solution, a low-cost solution. So we think the price will not change that much. I think it could not change more than 10% more than the regular price of a helmet. So let's say you are paying $100 for a helmet in a country like Colombia, and it will be no more than $110 for the helmet with a RESONAR system on. So it's a very low cost solution with a great performance.
Will RESONAR be in the helmet manufacturing business, or will you be cooperating with other helmet manufacturers to install your technology into their helmets, much like venting, photochromatic face shields, or the MIPS rotational acceleration preventative technologies?
RESONAR is a system developed to be implemented during the fabrication process. We are working right now with two factories, one in Vietnam and another one in Colombia, to implement the system to some of their references of helmets and bring them to the final customer. On the other hand, RESONAR is producing and working on producing a set of helmets to sell via online for customers around the world. So we're working parallel to bring as soon as possible our technology to people. We hope that before the end of the year, we're going to have products available on shelves and also online for people to wear RESONAR helmets or helmets with RESONAR technology implemented. It is a great success, and we hope to bring it sooner than later to customers around the world.
Felipe, will you be authoring any scientific papers on the topic, and when?
Yes, Eric, we were just part of the Safety 2022 pre-conference, virtual pre-conference in Adelaide, Australia, where we presented our paper in video mode. So you can check out our website, resonar.com, and there's the link to the video that you can see and get a lot of information about us and the technology.
Thank you, Felipe, for sharing your vision of a more comfortable and aware world for motorcyclists. Good luck to you, and I look forward to seeing how this technology grows throughout the world and even into non-motorcycle related activities, including military and hunting arenas. Please come back and see us again to share new advancements with RESONAR when you're able to. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you very much for having me in the Piloteer podcast. I hope to see you soon, hopefully driving a motorcycle with a RESONAR helmet on. Thank you.